you's going to sit here while I's going to talk to you. Your granny, she's in the kitchen, sitting at the table. I told her you just to keep sitting there, and you keep drinking your tea, and you do your moaning, and you do your groaning, and then I was going to come out here, and I'm going to be talking to you. And so you just let me say what I got to say. I got me here a telegram from that Nevada prison warden of yours. You see, your grandpa here, I was in my pajamas, and I was going to go to bed because I was going to try to sleep so I didn't have to be thinking what you might be doing tonight. And then, knocking on the door, you remember Willie McFarland, because you should be a remembering Willie McFarland, because he's still in high school where you're supposed to be. His daddy, old Papa, Mr. McFarland, he got a table down there at the post office in the train depot, and he's sitting there, he does that Western Union wire and stuff. And he sent old Willie up here on his bicycling, and he knocking on the door, and he gives us that telegram. Your granny, she wants me to open it right there and then. And you know, 2 years you've been in that prison out there in Nevada, in Carson City. 2 years you've been out there. All I've been hearing for 2 years is your grandma a weeping, a sobbing, a moaning, a groaning because of you. I just ain't going to hear it now. So I said to your granny, you sit there and you do your praying to your Jesus. I was going out here to my shop. I'm going to make me a peanut butter sandwich. I'm going to maybe eat a banana. And I was going to talk. If you's alive, you can't hear me. But if you's already done and down in that gas chamber, then maybe your spirit here and you're going to listen to your grandpa. I want to tell you something. Money box. You remember the money box? Look at all this. You think it's easy raising money during all this time with that war over in Europe? All this money? You think people are wanting to come up here, wanting your old grandpa to fix them their shoes or making their kids puppets or going out there and buying the sack of oranges and the sack of walnuts? If you're going to be allowed to keep on a living, then here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take $22 tomorrow morning, and I'm going to walk all over to that wire station in Mr. McFarland, and I'm going to buy me a 2-way ticket out there to Carson City. You've been there 2 years. You ain't seen your grandpa, and I'm going to come and see you. I ain't got enough money for Granny to come, but I'm going to come and see you. And when I come, I'm going to bring you, Granny's going to make you some walnut cookies from our walnut field, and I's going to bring you a pumpkin from our pumpkin field. And then the prison warden, he said in one of his writing letters that it wouldn't look so good you being a boy with puppets. So I ain't going to bring you no puppets to your prison, but I did something for you. I figure you haven't seen your grandpa for 2 years, and maybe those men in the prison might understand if you got a puppet I make for you that looks like your grandpa. And that way you might not be so sad and lonely. So I'm going to bring Grandpa Puppet out to you. And then I'm going to make you a nice pair of shoes. Be comfortable. And then, somewhere in here, I got your baseball. I got your old baseball. I don't know where it is, but I'll find it. I got your old baseball, and I'm going to bring that out here to you. And when I get out there, you know what I'm going to do? I fully admit, I ain't no hugging man. I can't even remember when was the last time I put my arms around your old granny. She probably can't be remembering either. But I'm going to put my arms around you and I'm going to turn into a hugging grandpa. Because I figure 2 years in that prison ain't nobody hugging you. And you know what, even more? Ain't no one been hugging me when I've been doing all my crying back out here. But if I come out there, I'm going to bring something for that nice prison warden, that nice governor, and that nice Mrs. White. We ain't never met her, but I want to meet her if I'm coming out there because she's been so nice to me and Granny. And the prison warden, I know from all his letters, and the governor from all his letters, they've been nice to you. I'm going to bring them something. are going to make puppets for them. Granny's going to make pumpkin cookies, walnut pies. They didn't have to do what they've been doing for you, boy. They's highfalutin men, the prison warden and the governor.